Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to another episode of Open Challenge, this time episode number 2 here on BeamNG.drive. And the first car to take on the X Valley course today is probably the smallest car that's going to attempt it. The Mulok 126P, of course being the off-road version. I know a bit of a wheelie as well, yeah, this thing. It's got a pretty powerful engine and it's already fell over. That's not what I expected. Okay, pretty powerful, pretty heavy on the rear as well. I'm seeing that now. This thing just wants to wheelie everywhere. You know, if the car still drives, the run continues. So even with that horrific start, this could well end up being the actual run that, or the run that counts. Now that's another wheelie. Okay, getting a bit under control now. Put some of that power down, and then turning left to go this way around, and that's another wheelie. I mean, it's a good place you can put the power down in a minute. I mean, down here, you want to wheelie again. It's wheeling a little bit, so I can't put the power down because you've got no turning when the front wheel's on the ground. It's just going to wiggle its way now up this jump. Now going to let off the power now. Going to get over the jump. Going to land back first. Oh, that's an awkward landing. Engine broken. Engine is detached again. I mean, that was probably for the best, given... well, it's just going to roll backwards now. Is it going to fall off the edge? It is actually, is this... Where's this? I don't recognise this point of the track. I mean, this must be the point that I don't use then. I mean, it looks interesting. Yeah, this bit looks like more of a technical nightmare than the other part. Okay, so let's try that again. Remember, this thing's going to be really heavy. It's going to wheelie as well, but wheeling in this part, that's fine. Because you're going in a pretty much straight line. Get on the brakes. No, it's going to fall over again. Is it going to land upside down this time? No, it's going to do a backflip. So once again, it's having issues at the start. Oh, there's the engine now exposed. That's another wheelie in a place where I don't need it to be wheeling. This car's really causing me a lot of grief. And upside down again. Oh, there goes a wheel. Well, that other rear wheel, that's not a happy rear wheel, but it's not going to get... If it gets over the jump, I'll be amazed. Yeah, that's what I expected to happen. So that's the end of that run as well. And again, probably for the best. Let's try and actually just get round the first corner this time. Let's take it. I'm going to take it a bit slower as well, so that's going to add time onto the run. If this is the run that actually counts, and the second corner that time is the one that caught it out. And that's many, many aggressive rolls. And we've completely missed the jump that time, so... Who'd have thought this thing would be the most problematic car so far? That's another wheelie. I think I'm just going to keep it nice and controlled through here, so I've got to take it really, really cautiously through these first few corners. We get through that one, okay? It's about getting a good line now up to the jump, taking about 60-ish, nearly 70 mile an hour. It seems to be what this car can handle. And oh, that was close to the... I think I've maybe just scraped it a little bit. I think I've seen that he's going to he's going to wheelie, put the power down, so I could just almost just scrape those two wheels off on that container thing. Anyway, the wheeling in this part, that's it falling over. That's the top wheel gone, but I didn't need that wheel anyway. What I do need to do is actually get some control. Why is it when that wheel falls off, this thing just goes absolutely mental? I mean, without really holding it down that much. There you go, now I can put the power down. And I'm coming out up to the jump once again. I'm going to let off now so it can bring the speed down. That's still a bit too fast. And that's going to land on the back. It's going to do another flip. And that's one of the front wheels gone. And he needs one front wheel. And I can try and get this thing turned around. It's turning, yeah, with the damage it's got as well, turning is not a premium in this thing anymore. Right then, let's try and get this round out for the rest of the lap. Although it being damaged, it might actually control better. That's going to be a no on that then. How is this thing still working? Is it going to land the right way up? No, that's going to be another no. This thing, the most difficult car to drive so far. And it'd be the smallest thing here. I mean, it's just got so much weight on the rear, which is really what's its problem. I don't know how I'm going to do that, the big jump at the top of the hill. It's going to land backwards, so maybe going faster over it might be the way to go. I'm going to slam on the brakes now. That's a heavy bump as well. I mean, just can get stopped though before the corner, so not lost as much time as we could have done, but it's definitely been better on previous runs as well. This is not Oh, okay. Well, this run right now basically sums up how this car is going. And then find reverse. There we go. Right now, are you going to go forward, car? Yes, you're going to do a wheelie as well. Okay, so this thing is probably going to handle it even worse now than it already was. We get over the jump nice and okay though. Do a little bit of a wall ride, climb kind of thing. This run, if this is the one that counts, may well end up being the slowest run so far, given how slowly I'm going to have to drive this thing. And there's definitely a lot less speed for me of it now. I'm going to take it a bit faster. There we go. That's a nice landing. That's a nice landing. Oh, I say nice landing. It's it worked at least. That's all that matters. I'm just going to bounce our way along here. I'm going to find out actually the edge of the track where it's really rough over there, so I'm going to want to stay away from that a bit. Now around this next corner, we get around there, okay. And then the second part of the lap now. This should be the easiest part of the lap now. Well, the next jump coming up, I hope this thing's still going fast enough to actually get over it, because that's going to be the next concern. We can end up just face planting into it. It's getting about 60-ish mile an hour, which it's doing just about, so should be okay to get over. Yeah, just managed to get over there with a bit of an awkward landing, but the engine's still attached. That's the main thing. I'll do a bit of a, oh no, let's keep away from the wall. Now then, it's going to wiggle away now over the final jump, and it's going to be about putting the power down now up to the line. This thing's got plenty of power, and this is the one part of the lap where it can use all of that power now. Coming up to the line now, just about, I think it said momentarily there, 100 mile an hour. And we fell off the road again. That run could have been so much quicker if it just wasn't for crashing into container when you try and put the power down this thing. But I don't think that's definitely, it's not going to be the slowest run, but it's yeah, it left a lot to be desired. That one did. And well, if it beats the Bolide Kart, it beats the original one, because that had way more issues. So I think I'm going to guess, because obviously I won't know until I've edited it, the actual time the car got. I'm going to guess about minute 30, minute 40 for that thing. Alright then, for the next car, I feel like using one of the Legrand buggies. I'm not going to use the TT1 or the Super Sport, because the Super Sport's really loud, and the TT version, for some reason these things, they don't have any oil in them, so the cars blow up after about 20 seconds. Let's just go with the normal buggy for now, because the Super Sport one, when I was giving it a test for the Race Mania video. So yeah, this thing looks fairly dainty. You look at that one bar connecting the two rear wheels together. So if one of the rear wheels falls off, it could be in significant trouble. It seems to be driving okay so far. Definitely much better than what the little Mulak was. This thing's much better to drive. Now going over the jump, can try and carry about 60-ish mile an hour. And we're going to get it in two wheels, but it managed to control that through there. This run's going to be, this car is just so much better to drive. So much more cooperative as well. I'm just thinking with how dainty it looks. All it's going to take is one bad knock on the rear axles. Or the front axles, even for that matter, as well, because they're going to be taking the full force of these bounce mainly. That thing's going to be making contact with the ground first. You think this thing, like a normal car, it's going to be have a much better weight distribution, I hope, at least. Anyway, now going up to the big jump, and I can land on the front, but it gets away with it, though. Just about everything looks like it's pointing enough in the correct direction, although this isn't the right direction. That's a flip. But the run continues though, although the rear wheel, yeah, the rear right, doesn't look very happy anymore, but at least it's still attached though, which is more than can be said for most of the things on the Mulak in the previous runs that we just had with it. This run though, yeah, this is going to be a quick run, it feels. And if it wasn't for that crash, well, of course it'd be even quicker. That's a nice drift around that corner. You can just drive this car perfectly, so I feel like this run could have been so much better. I feel like this could have been probably one of the, if not the quickest run, but whatever run counts is what it goes with. You get over the jump there just about. Though we're going to bounce our way out wide and going to get a little bit of a slider, but it managed to correct it though, because this car is just so easy to drive. And I'm going to come now over the final jump. Oh, that's an awkward landing. That's an awkward landing, and now that's going to be a spin around as well. Nice 360 there, but I'm running out wide. No, get back onto the road. Get back onto the road. Oh no, we missed the finish line. That I missed the finish line. Well then, That's also a restart, because like with the jumps, any jumps missed, that's a restart as well. And the car, it was not handling well towards the end, of course, with the wonky wheel, so that might well end up being a blessing in disguise, because now you might actually be able to get a quick run out of this thing. That's a lot quick over the jump that time, and that's the front right axle broken. That might be an issue. Yeah, that looks like it is. Oh dear. Yeah, that's the front left broken as well. Now steering, it doesn't actually steer anymore. So let's see, where can I get this thing to go? Round in the circle. I want to see, can I get... Okay, I think it's actually stuck now as well. So that was a rather disastrous run, to say the least. Right, third time lucky, because it should have got around on the first run, really. Just when it run over the hill. I'll try and look at the front wheels, see if they're still pointing in the right direction. Okay, that's one way to get over the first few corners. Not the quickest way, but it is a way to get over. And then over the jump, this thing is definitely pulling to the left. I don't know what I've done to it over the first few jumps there, but yeah, this thing, like I said, it's proper dainty, this thing, so... And that is not the way to get through the containers at all quickly. For this run, may end up actually being slower than what the first run was at this rate. You get over the jump there nice and okay. With this thing pulling to the left around this part of the lap, it's probably not going to be the greatest thing in the world. This is where you can put the power down though. Running out a bit wide over there. As you get away from the edge. Okay, the front left, it's cambered in a little bit, but it should be okay. Get this thing, yeah, it's very ill handling on this run. And that's going to be a half spin, but it's still able to continue. Yeah, the rear wheel, the front wheels, yeah, they've definitely got quite a bit of camber on them now. That's, yeah, a lot of negative camber going on there. Like I said, these wheels, they're the ones that take the bashing first. And with how weak this thing is, with the way it just, I think it just is. I don't know if the front wheels are attached the same way as what the rears are. I mean, I'm hoping not. If one of them goes, then that's going to be lights out for the car. As that was not as good a corner as what I took the first time round the car got in. And this corner being a little bit of a slide on, but it's definitely a lot of understeer I'm feeling in the car now. With whatever damage it has, just gets over to the wheels to touch the edge there. This thing, it's not been as quick a run this time, definitely not. Now then, over the final jump, and now let's try and actually get in between the finish line this time. And then going up now to the finish line, going now just about 100 or so mile an hour, and it makes it. And that could have been so much better as well. I'm not even steering it anymore, and I think the steering, yeah, you can see the wheels are the front right is pointing to the left. And so is there, yeah, both wheels are pointing slightly to the left, so that's the damage you took over the jumps. But the front wheels are actually attached properly, so the rear wheels, which I thought were going to be the problem, it actually ended up being the complete opposite of the rear wheels that were actually the problem. Now then, for the next car, I think let's go completely extreme. We've had the smallest car in this round, so let's go for the biggest as well. It's a bit of Canadian carnage, because this was from another game that I don't know about, or it could be a real place, I don't know. Let's get it back a bit, and I got to line this thing up to try and get it close enough to the start finish line. There you go, that's close enough. Right then, let's see if we can actually get a run first time in from the Canadian carnage. I mean, I'm expecting the wheels to just fall off this thing like a normal. Oh, that's a lot of roll. I mean, this thing is probably the heaviest car I think that's going to take on this run. And over the first jump, we managed to get it. Okay, that's an awkward landing though. But the wheels didn't fall off. That's an accomplishment, I think. This thing also four-wheel steering, four-wheel drive, as well as with any monster truck, and just finding a way through the containers was actually more of a challenge in itself than what the first jump proved to be. But also with this thing, because it's so high up, you can cut the corner there a little bit more, so you can save a little bit of time there. This thing though, it's not the fastest thing at all. I mean, powerful, yes, but because it's got the big engine to carry all this weight, and that's a roll, and that's one of the wheels fell off. That's all of the wheels fell off. Yeah, that's impalement right there. And okay then, let's try that again. In the start, it accelerates. It's not the quickest, but it's definitely not the slowest. That's the slide as well. Yeah, slides like that, we definitely can't afford to be doing stuff like that with a car like this, which isn't going to be the fastest thing anyway. But over the first jump, it's an awkward landing again. They're going to do the exact same thing, so this is going to end up costing itself even more time. This thing might end up being the slowest run total so far. Okay, that's a little touch on the wheel. Good we didn't actually get a puncture from that. I mean, imagine these wheels. Imagine a bit stronger than what normal road tyres are. But still, just smashing it into the corner of a container. I'm surprised it got away with that. And can I actually try and get past this bit this time? I mean, it definitely feels more controlled this time. Although that's a little bit of a wiggle. I managed to get it under the wheels are just wobbling around all over the place. I'm surprised it's under like this. Oh, that we've missed the jump. But that's the jump I get. Doesn't matter if I miss it, because some cars I'm probably going to have to take around there anyway. So that's the jump. Well, it made it over to the top. It would have made it over anyway. So that's the one you can get away with. And right, next corner, running out a bit wide, trying to carry the speed, and this thing is so much body roll because it's just such a giant car. And again, trying to get a slide. Oh, don't fall over! Don't fall over! Don't fall over! I mean, saved it. Because there's a lot of suspension movement in this thing. I imagine a bit more than what it started with, given the impacts it's taken so far. Although this is pretty much what a monster truck is built for, in a way. Big jumps, although instead of jumping over cars, it's just jumping over a gap to the other side of the jump. Have you got enough speed to get over here? Yes, plenty to get over that. Now then, it's just the final bit to go. Oh, that's a slide. That's a slide. Can you keep it out of the wall? Yes, we do. Just keep it away from the banking as well. Now we get over the that jump there, and be able to run now up to the line. Oh, that's the banking. That's wide. That's wide. Now it's going to roll. Oh, that's a puncture. Can we get over the line? You know what? It hasn't actually crossed the line. Can I get it just to wiggle its way over? Yeah, there we go. It crossed the finish line, so this run actually counts. So let's get this thing back the right way up as well. Just get it. Well, hopefully there's enough to actually grab this thing with to actually get it to go back on its wheels. I mean, the roof's going to come off, but I think that's the least of the problems. Well, looks like I have to actually grab the part of the actual chassis to get back on the wheels. There we go. Axle broken. Yeah, that's not a surprise. I mean, it still works on 3 wheels. Actually, it's not going all too much slower, but to roll over before the finish line. I mean, I was expecting to have to redo that run, but managed to make it over. But yeah, that run wasn't at all quick. So if you enjoyed these 3 cars taking on the course, then definitely leave a like on this video. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Remember to give me a follow on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. They will be linked down in the description below. So thanks for watching. I'll see you all next time.